To the Weather Watch, a live look at the South Lake front. Looks a little hazy out there, but it's been a pretty nice day. Mary Kay is here with an update on the forecast. Mary Kay.
Well, as we mentioned, even though that front came through, we would have leftover clouds, and that's certainly the case, really, as we went through today. In fact, our weather watchers found the same story. Patrice in the West Loop saying those clouds were hanging in the 4 o'clock hour, and also Mark down in Homer Glen. He had scattered clouds too, but it was still okay. But you probably noticed that the temperature was running cooler than normal because we should be at 83 degrees, but it was only 75 in Gurnee. From Rich, Salmonock Paul had 78, so did Mark in Homer Glen, and Chris in Peru had a 78-degree temperature. And you know what? That was our official high at O'Hare, but back in 1941, that's when we had the record high, 98 degrees. Here's what we expect. Clouds, yes, they'll linger this evening, but once the sun sets, we're going to have some drier air move in, clearing our skies for tomorrow and Sunday. It will be cooler than normal, though, and we're keeping that dry and quiet pattern for several days. We can thank the wind for that. It's a dry northwest flow at 13. That brought the cooler air 75, but that also pushed the rain out of the picture. It's 80 in Des Moines, 84 in St. Louis, 69 degrees in Green Bay, and Detroit is in the middle 80s. So we have this area of low pressure we were dealing with yesterday. You can almost see the turn here in the radar satellite picture. Wrap around moisture, trying to send its shower chances there into lower Michigan, but not here. Here we will be clearing out overnight, 60 for a low. Some of the suburbs may fall into the 50s. So for tonight, that front pulls farther away. High pressure parks overhead. And what that's going to do for Saturday is really create a nice day. Lighter winds and lots of sunshine. So maybe you have a tea time early in the day. Sun comes up at 5:57. We'll have sunny skies and a temperature hovering in the upper 50s, lower 60s. So feeling a little cooler than normal. 78 degrees. Winds will be out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So as we go through the day, you may want to head to the beach, but it's probably not a good idea to go in the water. A moderate risk for rip currents on the Illinois side with waves 2 to 4. But the far bigger concern is for northwest Indiana. You're encouraged to stay out of the water. Life-threatening conditions there as north winds may pick up to 25 miles per hour. Waves 3 to 6 feet. So very dangerous for swimmers. You do not want to go in the water there if you're out enjoying the beach. But you might not have to. Highs in the 70s will feel pretty cool. But for August, not bad. And as we mentioned, all the fun happening in the city. We couldn't have timed this better.
The only problem here is picking what to do because there's just
That's
so
your
much.
problem.
That's right.
I can't help you with that.
Thank you, Mary Kay.
Oh, you got it. And you know, this is one weekend where our skyline's going to look like a postcard the whole time because we're going to have a lot of sunshine, low humidity, and no rain to track either. Only comfortable temperatures. And that's what our weather watchers, they're all finding very comfortable readings out there. We have 66 degrees from Terry in Roselle. His skies have cleared out. And we also have mid 60s as we head into northwest Indiana. Larry there in Valparaiso has scattered clouds. But it was a nice day. Even though we gathered the clouds, hung on to them much of the day, they started clearing out with the sunset. Look at the beautiful sunset picture from Terry in Genoa, capturing that for us. And then in Burr Ridge, Ron capturing this from his front yard tonight, looking out through the trees at the beautiful color right before the sunset. And talk about color. Margaret, her garden is coming to life. Temperatures are comfortable, 69 degrees in Chicago, and Gary, Valparaiso 66, Joliet 68, and it's down to 60 in Aurora. Some places will be falling into the upper 50s tonight because skies are starting to clear out. That old system from yesterday that brought us the rain is churning here in the eastern Great Lakes. The front laying across the eastern seaboard, pushing all of the rain to the east of us. So any clouds we had this evening are clearing out. 60 will be an average, but again, the 50s will be the story as you head into the suburbs. So for tonight, we'll watch that low pressure center move eastward. Here comes a dry ridge of high pressure, and as it gets closer to Chicago, the winds coming around it are in a clockwise position. So we'll see more of a northerly wind component tomorrow. That's going to continue to pull in the dry air. So if you have a tea time in the morning, sun is up at 5:57, and at that time, temperatures will range from 58 to 64. Not really feeling like August, and not super sticky out there either. In fact, comfortable levels of humidity during the day tomorrow, 78 degrees, north winds at 10 to 15. The problem would be the beach. I know it sounds inviting. Water temperature is warmer than it ever will be during the year, 77, but the winds out of the north at 10 to 15 and waves 2 to 4, that's going to cause a moderate risk for rip currents on the Illinois side. Problem in Indiana, a beach hazard statement is up. You're asked to stay out of the water there because life-threatening waves and rip currents are expected. North winds 15 to 25 and waves 3 to 6 feet. So we will see high temperatures in the 70s for us during the day. A nice trend of weather for the entire weekend. Maybe a lake breeze keeping it cooler early in the week, but look how dry here. All 7 days except Thursday, a slight chance of rain.
Be dry.
Yeah, looking good, Mary Kay. Thank you.